read to you what came through last night, and then I'm going to post it, and it may be two posts. But it has to do with masculine, wounded masculine, wounded feminine energy. And for those of you that don't know what that is, just think marketing would say, the reason we struggle and feel misunderstood or undervalued around the other sex, or why we feel weird around the other sex, why we have anger towards the other sex, why we experience relationship issues. It could be labeled many, many ways, but really it's a masculine, feminine issue, energy, blah, blah, blah. So I guess we could say that if you want to just, increase your emotional intelligence, or if you are having relationship issues, if you are experiencing any issues, whether it be a disagreement, different beliefs, and that's kind of like weighing on you. If your dad believes in one thing and maybe you're like you're not buying in on it, and there's some discord there, just it could be anything with the opposite sex. You would benefit from this fucking post. So if you don't know, I grew up country as fuck. Tammy Wynette, I'm pretty sure she sings that song, Stand By Your Man. Stand by your man. She's, what I'm talking about? Show the world. That song. You love him. She's got a sweet little voice. My lashes need to be done. But Tammy Wynette, y'all, she had it fucked up when she sang the song Stand By Your Man. It needs to be stand up to your man, because you see, let me back up. I found myself feeling inferior the other day. I'm not gonna lie, man, badass Casey over here, man, dog. The reason she badass because this bitch does shadow work, dog. Like, I look at my shit as often as I can. I challenge myself as much as I can so that I can just process more and experience more. And like, I just like more, I'm kind of greedy about life, man. I can be content, but within the feeling of contentment, I'm like, this bitch goes deeper. There's more. There is more. And it's so fucking fun. Hello, adventure. Did y'all just stop fucking like growing? Did you stop being childlike and you're just old and shriveled up and like done now? Come on, what the fuck? So I found myself, though, that part of me. I found myself kind of, we processed a 17-year-old self last week. I kind of found her. She kind of popped back through. And I hope this mic is on. Yeah, she kind of popped back through. And kind of felt inferior, kind of felt insecure because of some said masculine energy, the way they acted and the way she needed them to act, so she could see and decide that that was kind of something that she decided to be done with and was going to choose to move forward on. It had to happen. You see what I'm saying? So this happened. It was amazing. And those of you in the mastermind, I'll totally give you the lowdown, because I know that specifics of my stories really help you out a lot, because I know that hearing other stories from other successful women, very private, vulnerable stories, have helped me move through some of the most unfavorable times of my life. And I owe that to you. And it feels good to share. So I'm going to share. So I found myself feeling a certain way. And when I had this breakthrough, I had just this came through, and it says, Tammy Wynette had it fucked up when she sang that song, Stand By Your Man. It needs to be stand up to your man. You see, I grew up in a house where the man, a masculine energy, is superior to the feminine. Sorry, like literally fireworks are going off right now. And it's October motherfucking, 19th in South Florida. There's no Trump parade. Ha ha ha, liberals. Because literally, I think of South Florida and I'm thinking like Trump parade, But there's fucking fireworks going on right now, which tells me that this is a celebrated conversation. This is a celebrated conversation right now. I'm going to see it as that because it feels way more fun. So we are being celebrated by having this conversation. So you see, I grew up in a house where the man, or the masculine energy, is superior to the feminine. The feminine is viewed as, or shows up like, worthless, weak, struggles when she's alone, she's too emotional. She's not as important, not as capable, not as savvy. She's too woo-woo. She's a witch. She's a bitch. She's only good for sex. And the beliefs around being born as a female, it really legit almost ruined my life. I dated guys that I shouldn't have dated. I was in abusive relationships, and I was also an abuser. Okay. I was very proud of being an abuser and being a bad bitch who pulls knives on people. I was overworked. I tried to prove, I think Fort DeSoto is just going back to war right now. I think that the fucking Cubans have made their way up, and I think we're going at it right now. It sounds like that outside. Boy, we are going to laugh at this one. I was in abusive relationships. I was also the abuser. I was overworked. I overworked. I tried to prove my worth by how much I could lift in the gym, how much I could earn, or how independent that I could be, how much I didn't really need anybody else. I didn't allow myself to feel feelings because it was actually a sign of weakness. And you may be thinking that all that's so cool and that's the way it is, and it could be boss or badass, but all of that way of living, it wore me out. Wore me out. But what's really boss is doing what makes you happy. For example, what feels like freedom? What feels like freedom to you right now? Yeah, you felt that in your belly, man, in your heart and in your belly. What feels exciting? What feels like deep connection? What feels like it would be fun to express and fun to think? For me, being and doing what makes you happy, which is everything from above, is the ultimate flex. The truth about men is that they are here to support. He wants to support his woman. He wants to be the hero, but he doesn't want to be with a damsel, helpless female in distress. He wants to provide with other things than just money. His energy is very grounding. His trustworthy heart can make even the wildest woman feel safe enough to chase her dreams and change the world. He does everything to empower his female because he knows that let me back up. He does everything to empower his female because he knows that an empowered female makes the world a better place. And he knows he is only as strong as the female that supports his own greatness. Ladies, to be respected, you must demand respect by how you be, not by what you spew, and demand via what you've been told about what was expected from the man, or that was previously programmed about the masculine. Not safe. They only want one thing, is the superior sex. Please don't let these wounds and a wounded, scared masculine energy ever make you second guess your worth. Ever. Because only a scared, wounded energy does that. And only a scared, wounded energy is victim of that. And you are very powerful. And it's time you reunite with that part of you. And it's safe to. So it's time to find that part of you. It's time to find yourself. Stay close to empowered females and feminine energy who are also supported by a divine masculine energy. Let them guide you along the path. And this could be just a feminine energy that supports you. It could be a masculine energy that supports you. Either one. Stay close to empowered divine energies, the ones that just feel good, ones where you feel good being around them. Stay close to the ones you feel good being around. You gotta slow down a little bit to really feel how you feel around people. Do that, everything works out. Literally everything works out. But that's kind of what I wrote, coming out of this this trigger. And like I said, I'll go live in the mastermind and I'll maybe if this video is in there, we'll put the actual what happened in the video, because I know y'all love drama, and that's okay. I'm here for it. All right. Talk to you soon. If you like my shit, dog, I don't know why you're not sharing. I don't know why. I mean, are you embarrassed of me? Which if you are, you wouldn't be the first, because there's a lot of shame out there. But for those of you that are free as fuck and are not ashamed of being you, I would really appreciate some love. Thank you so much. I really, really just thank you. I feel like I work for you guys because that's just how it feels. And I love it. Yeah. Talk to you soon. Fireworks are still going off for us. Holla.